Hello boys, it's me, Yoshi, and welcome back to, sort of my Pokemon Shield DLC playthrough. You're probably wondering, what am I doing in the middle of Webinton Stadium with nothing more set up? A special series of setups, as well as only one Pokemon. Well, after you beat the game, there's actually a secondary league you can take on, and I'm here to show you that without any items, or at least an attempt without any items. If it gets really bad, I can always maybe do something different, but yeah, that's right. I'm gonna at least play through the first little bit and see if I can beat this entire league without using any items. So if you talk here, the tournaments here are always open to you. So just say that. And from there, you'll be forced to compete in a series of tournaments where you'll have to defeat a series of opponents. And from there, that's about it. You have regular trainers, you have your rival Hop, and you have gym leaders you could potentially face. This is a cup you go through after you've beaten the game, and that's basically what we're going to do. So, heading all the way into Webinton, we start entering the area, and from here, we're kind of just facing off random opponents. And I am going to try and beat them all without other stuff. So, this is a hidden area that you can only go to after you have finished the game. You can go to the sort of beginning, but the first time you face it, it'll always be the same every single time. And this guy's an Ice-type user. We're going to use Ice Beam on him. And the way I'm going to do these fights is I'm going to use Dynamax on the last Pokemon. And if I can use Water types on him, then I'll use that as well. But otherwise, I'll kind of just use stuff as I need to. Now, this is going to be technically a part of my Sobble only walkthrough, since I probably should have showed this as the tournament. Now, because of the way the setup is done, Inteleon is a lot different this time around. Instead of it looking similar to what it was in the previous videos, I've done all of the DLC stuff. You can check a separate playthrough for that if you want, and from there, I kind of just got its levels up to the point where it could be really damaging, and since I am tired of doing lots of bad stuff, I'm just going to go ahead and try and go for the entire league without using any items. And the way the league works is basically just a random tournament. You enter it, and you face random opponents until either you lose or you beat them all. You have to beat, I believe, 3 of them. And then after you've done that, you can then move on to the foul area. Just by hearing this girl's chat, I already know she's an Ice-type user, so that's why I'm using Ice Beam a ton. And that's about it. So, about the beam that I was trying to get, yes, I did finally find Ice Beam. It's actually a lot rarer than I thought. It's actually one of the walk moves or whatever. And it's hidden on, I believe I had to buy it as a trainer, and I also can potentially get it as a random Dynamax battle. But I believe to actually get it, I was in the Crown Tundra. That's how I got it. So, it was kind of weird. Anyways, we get this all the way down to the end and then just Dynamax and take everything out. The only reason why I'm doing it like this and not through a different spot is because I want to make sure that I KO everything. Oh wow, he's going to lower my speed, because why not? I know he even had that. This is a mix of fairies as well as grass fairies. Not all of the trainers are able to Dynamax. the main gym leaders and the final opponent of this will always Dynamax, no matter what. So there we go. Every time you beat one of them, you get a decent amount of money, and because I'm low on money, that's why I'm gonna do stuff. Man, starters reads, but I still got a long way to go. And just so you know, you are healed in the at the ending of each battle, so we'll just go through this and have some fun. I'm sure you remember me, but I'm Nessa, and I'm not here to chat, I'm here to win. Unfortunately, there's not a good way to deal with him. All of my moves that deal with water types are kind of weak, so we're gonna be just spamming the heck out of water moves instead, and just trying to get some stuff done. And this will take a little while as a result. Honestly, I'm not sure if I could defeat if that's an ace. Oh, look at this. Emergency exit. We have to deal with this nonsense. That's fine. Pelipper will give us a little bit of a boost to water type moves. But beyond that, I'm kind of just spamming this over and over again. If I fail out of these, I may have to like use Hydro Pump or something. Alright. Hey, don't you have Water Absorb? Probably do. Oh, wait. Well, I'll check it. Oh, no. It's not the Water Absorb Pokemon. It's hard to know who exactly has Water Absorb or not. Apparently, Quagsire does not have it for some reason. Oh, that's a Golisopod. Probably gonna use First Impression again and his emergency exit strat. Yep. It's a bit annoying. At 91, we don't take a lot of damage, but if we were lower, it would definitely be not good. Okay, time to Dynamax, I guess, and hope for the best. And I'm using the water-type moves whenever I Dynamax, if I am able to use them, because using those in particular do the most damage. Or at least for this fight, that'll be good. And yes, I'm using this as just a sub. If for some reason I do get a side, then I could do other stuff. Oh wow, what's this? This is new. Oh, that's its own version of Protect. Dang it. That's annoying. That means I have to take 2 turns to kill it because, while it does break through the Protect, that's annoying. Maybe I should have waited for him to Protect. Okay, well, now he's not going to do it again. See, I didn't know that. Oh, back to rain again. Apparently the rain ran out and then I started it back up. Okay. Oh yeah, here we go. This is what I was expecting. I should have probably waited a bit longer to do this. Now I could potentially get destroyed by not having enough damage to take it out here. Even though we are in the rain, so we are slightly stronger here. Oh no, it just killed it anyway. Good, 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 good. So that was a bit scary, but we made it work. Yes, we have to go for the entire league here. I just don't get it. What do I gotta do to beat you, huh? And yes, this is a full tournament. This is just a bonus thing that I put on, and I probably won't actually see stuff. And classic, Hop is going to be the one that is set up, so we're gonna have to face against Hop. Again, our rival. This is where we might have to use a mix of stuff to beat him. Okay. I want to become a legend in Galar. No, a legend for the whole world. And to do that, I need to beat both you and my league, bro. Alright. And yes, this is a randomized league you can take on after you've finished the game. That has some extra stuff. Snipe Shot's not actually the most damaging of the moves I can pick, unfortunately. It just happens to be one of my best ones. I just realized his level went up a little bit more than usual. Oh wow, okay, he sends out Cineray straight away. That's fine. I don't care what your setup is, Hop. Your team's still kind of weak. He hasn't really changed much. Oh, except he has Zacian now. Okay, Zacian is a little bit annoying. You know what? I'm gonna, just for that and wanting to kill it as a legendary, I'm gonna consider a primary target and Dynamax early. Sometimes if it gets really bad, you can Dynamax a bit early. But if you don't get the ability to do other stuff later, then it could potentially lead to your doom. I don't know. But I'm just thinking, if we're gonna get destroyed, we may as well Dynamax first. So we can take out priority target. Right, because this is version 2 of him, so of course he has his legendary in his party, but it's pretty easy to take out, thankfully. I could have probably one-shot it normally, but I didn't want to deal with that. Because that thing can just be really destructive, you know? Now we have Snowax with a lot of HP. Oh, I just realized he only has 5 Pokemon, so I actually did set this up perfectly, but my next one isn't a one-hit. I'll lose my Dynamax. Okay. Now, I forget if he Dynamaxes or not, but he is a strong trainer, so I assume he would. Yep, here's his Dynamax. Seems like he just uses it on his last Pokemon, whoever he chooses to use last. So, Big Corviknight makes an appearance here. If you remember this guy, I believe he's dark and flying. Of course, we face this guy like dozens of times. Okay, easy one hit. Like I said, Hop, just the same as always. Pretty easy to kill. As Inteleon, we can kind of just snipe shot everything until it dies, and that's about it. Okay. Ah, got it. You're always one step ahead of me, mate. And Hop gives you a lot more money than the others. 16K for winning. And now this is the result of the final round. Okay, so that's actually the thing. You don't actually face Rion. You're on a real world champion. Let me offer your ultra great congratulations. I'm feeling bold over here. So here, take this and have a ball battling. So we get a wishing piece for finishing all of that. Unfortunately, we don't actually have a way to fight Leon in this, so this is just a random tournament you can do. Okay, so you can actually force players to go in based off of specific setups. So, because I wanted to have an extra fart, we're gonna force Leon into the tournament. Because why the heck not? And looks like Leon is actually gonna be our first opponent here. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright. So the original champion is now back on. Yoshi, or I guess I should call you the new champion now. I want you to show me a champion time. Does he still have 6 Pokemon in this, or does he have 5? I forget. Alright. And yes, I figure a tournament like this won't be complete without a battle against a Leon. And that's about it. Pretty straightforward. Now, unfortunately, he does have a Pokemon that may be a little bit annoying. I remember from his last fight, a Rillaboom, which could potentially be annoying. So we have to just make sure to use Ice Beam in our stuff. And, oh, wow. Oh, he's changing immediately. That thing has a lot of defense, jeez. Oh, the special defense drop is one of the worst things that could happen. Oh, it's changing, so it's gonna probably protect. Yeah, here's King Shield. This is Aegislash's protect move. I did mention no items, so yes, for these first few attempts, we are trying to do this without using a single item. So if we happen to lose, then we could lose all our money here. Okay, well, obviously I'm not going to let him just do all of that stuff, so since we have Ice Beam, we're going to go ahead and use it against any Dragon Pokemon that come up. So here we go. So this is the evolution of, what's it, Grookey? Is this full evolution. Again, I do have a decent level advantage over him, so it's probably not going to be the hardest battle. It will be a tricky battle, though. And we are waiting for his Charizard to come out, so we can potentially take that out in one hit. But other than that, yeah. So Leon, a bit annoying compared to all of the others. He has some decent check balance that can make it tricky to win. His Aegislash is probably the most annoying poet just because of how early he comes in. And his Charizard can be scary if you're not ready for him, but for the most part, if you have your Water type, it'll be pretty straightforward. And his Charizard will almost always Dynamax, so we are going to use Dynamax here to ensure he is KO'd. So I figured just because, why not? Oh, and yes, this is not the same champion Leon, so he has only 5 Pokemon this time. I just looked at that. But yeah. Why am I doing this tournament twice, by the way? Just to fill in some extra time. Because I feel like if I don't, then this video will be really boring. So the only reason why I'm showing this is both to fix something in my challenge run so that people don't get annoyed that, like, wait, you could have taken on the lead again, Timmy. What have you done? So I'm technically going to put this as part of the Sobble only walkthrough, but it'll be another bonus episode. It's one I should have included, but I didn't for some reason. So anyways, yeah. So yeah, you enter in this tournament, and you can either choose to have a random tournament or have a specific trainer come in. If you are going for the most money, I think you want to include either Leon or a different special trainer in, so that way you can take them out and get a lot of money, because they give you the most money. Alright, there we go. You're quite a different champion than I was, just as you should be. Yo, show us a new future. And yes, this place, out of all the places in the game, has the most money available ever. So it allows you to do some other stuff. Also, my goodness, there are a lot more, there are random trainers this time. This is going to be all gym leaders. Ooh. We're going against Alistair next. I thought this was in a different version at one point, but the gym leader you actually face is not him. It's a different point later. So, I am correct about this guy actually being in Shield. My mistake. I guess if I play Pokemon Sword through later, I'll see the other gym leader. But anyways, as far as I know, this is a Pokemon Shield exclusive gym leader that we're facing right now. Alright. Oh gosh, I forgot about pressure. That's just really annoying. I believe his team has a lot of special defense, so I might have to go for an early Dynamax on someone. Oh, or not, I'll just get a critical hit and KO him right away. Unfortunately, since we have a lot of power, it's actually pretty easy to complete this cell challenge. It's literally just spamming Snipe Shot and winning, and occasionally doing an Ice Beam once in a while, but otherwise it's just Snipe Shot everything until it dies. I initially was going to do the challenge with no items because it does have some tricky parts, especially towards the end, and pretty annoying fight against Milo. Like, Milo I'll definitely probably have to evolve if I do a no items version of the solo only challenge. I just allowed myself to use items except for Max Eyes because I thought it was pretty cool. Oh, this is interesting. So this Pokemon you're seeing right here, this is actually the Galarian version of Cofagrigus. It's known as Runigus in this version, apparently, but yeah. That's supposed to be a different Pokemon in Black and White, simply known as, Cofagrigus when it's fully evolved, and Yamask when it's not evolved, or its pre-evolution state. And yeah. Now, if I were to go for this solely, this Agi you see me doing right now is probably how I would do most of the battles that have Dynamaxing in them. I would Dynamax one Pokemon before the actual Pokemon appears, because if I use Max Geyser here, I get a buff, which thing, or I guess secret effect, which you should know, which triggers rain to appear, like that, like just happened right now. And from there, yeah. You just kind of take him out, and from there, that's pretty straightforward. And then we'll see another Dynamax here, and then our next move will take it out. Because I'm not able to do a lot of Dynamaxing, or I guess buffs, this rain is like the only buff I could have throughout the entire run. Is basically just gonna be using that. That's it. Nothing else. But again, easy KO in one hit, and from there we are done. Again, sorry I didn't show this earlier. I'm showing this right now because if you go through the DLC, you actually trigger a second alternative champions area to come through. And I want to show that as part of my DLC run, so I want to add this other stuff. I'm glad I had my mask. I was making quite the face just now. Okay. So I could battle in front of so many people without completely losing my coolness. Thanks to you, champion. Battles with you are so absorbing that they simply make me forget myself or where I am. Okay, he certainly had a lot to say. Ooh, we get to face Piers. Piers is infamous for not being able to Dynamax his Pokemon, but now we're going to see him actually Dynamax. I'll get the audience pumped out, even without using Dynamax. Oh, wait, never mind. Maybe he doesn't. Okay, then. And, of course, we get the classic team yell leader theme from this, which is actually a cool way of finishing off our video, which I like. But again, he's the Dark-type user. Dark-type does not have a good resistance at this, so... Again, just snipe shot everything until it dies. And I found out all of that from watching the speedrun, in case you're wondering. Yeah. And yes, when I said no items, I mean I'm literally not using items. I'm not using any restores or X attacks this time. I'm just using pure strategy this time. And there's Toxicity. I think I caught an electric version of this, or rather a Dynamax version of this, so... I do remember them. But yeah. Oh, here's a Water Dark. Oh wait, that still doesn't matter. It might just be Dark, actually, then. I don't know. He's perceived as a Water and Dark type, but apparently it doesn't resist him, so we'll just do that. Obstagoon. This is the Galarian Zigzagoon's fully evolved form. Anyways, if he's not gonna Dynamax, then I will instead. But yeah. Honestly, the strategy for this is pretty straightforward. I just need enough levels to be able to kill all the Pokemon in one hit, and from there I basically just use special attack into other special attack into I use water type move. And ooh, that's another alternate version of a Protect. That's annoying because that's gonna mean that I can't KO him. This is supposed to protect it fully. But instead, that happens. Whoa! Jeez, sorry. I tend to have a little bit of a sneezing nature sometimes. My bad. This is a good alternative to get experience, by the way, as well. So, in addition to making a lot of money, it'll also train up your other Pokemon really fast. So, it's overall really useful. Unfortunately, you do not get the champion entry set up similar to what you did before. Okay, that's annoying. Sucker Wrench. Because I'm Dynamax, that hardly did anything, but that can potentially be annoying if I was using a different Pokemon to solve this. But anyway, pretty straightforward kill here, and we are done with the tournament again. And that's really all it is. You just go defeat 3 random trainers, which could be either gym leaders or other stuff. That's it. Piers doesn't do encores, but I admit I'm tempted right now. The gym leaders give you around 9k to 10k, and 15k, and from there that's it. And then the special trainers give you around 16k, and every time you oh, he's giving me something interesting. Huh? Okay, you gave me some Great Balls this time. Now that's interesting. Look forward to your next visit. And just to prove my point, 2 battles later I went from, what is it, nothing to 72,000 money instantly. So this is really important because of a money grinding feature. But with that in mind, I think I'm going to end the episode here. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed, comment, subscribe, and my apologies if I didn't do this during the Sobble only challenge. I guess now technically I have done the End League. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.